I'm gonna make a couple of statements, and I want you to agree or disagree with me. Now,
Okay, shoot.
I you've heard the the Chris Rock statement where he says that, you know what I'm saying, men love unconditionally, women love on the condition of, and you put whatever you probably seen that little
Yeah,
meme
I
and
know what you're
everything.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, do you think, because we understand that women's love, it comes with a condition you're able to provide, condition you're able to love her the way that she wants to be loved, a whole bunch of conditions. Does that make it easier for a woman to step out on her significant other? Because because if one of those conditions are not met, in her mind, she's able to exit stage right, or go in search or be open to someone to feel that condition.
Um, I would say that in the cases where um men aren't stepping their game up, absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. And I like that you said that part. Men are not stepping their game up. But now let's flip it on that. Do you think that men have that same excuse for a woman? Because what we what we know about men, and a lot of men, not all, but a lot of men, when they look at their woman, and they love their woman unconditionally, but really there are probably about two conditions where a man be like, I maybe could. It's Do you know those two things?
Sex being number one,
Yes, and one more.
respect being number two.
Hit him on the back. Sex and spec. But do you see men leaving their marriage when those two things go by the wayside? Do you see a lot of men sticking around, hoping that it gets better? Do you see a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, staying instead of saying, hey, since you're not doing these two things, I'm gonna dip out?
A majority of men stay.
Majority of the men stay.
The majority of the men stay. They may step out if they have the ability
Ability.
and
Okay.
the options available to them to step out. They will likely step out. Will they likely end their marriage? No.
No, no. All right. So with that understanding, with that understanding, with that understanding, who in your, you know what I'm saying, educational background and being a relationship coach, who is capable of true love?
Um, a bit nuanced answer is men have the men have more of the, especially in today's society when women have, let me say it this way. Back in the day, I
Come
would
on.
say it was probably equal, right?
Equal. Yeah.
Where when women's selection of men was to their immediate circle, their immediate city range, usually within, 20 to 30 miles of their home, depending on how far they lived or from a city or how big the city was. Now with today's the availability of
Come
men
on,
ranging from bums to the highest quality of men,
come on.
um, that has tainted women's ability to love, um, to tap into the ability to love men unconditionally. Um,
Damn. And why? And why? And why? Give me the why. You got to give us the why,
because
doctor.
the reason why is because if you as a man aren't measuring up, they believe that they could always go find somebody who's bigger and better.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, from a professional, not the logic man, but the professional, the ability to do better. And when you feel like, from this is my thought process, when you feel like you have the ability to do better, but you constantly don't do better, the problem is you. The problem,
Can you explain what you're saying there? Because you kind of lost me a little bit.
what I'm saying is because you saying that a person has the ability to do better, meaning that they have the ability to choose.
Well, they believe that they have the ability.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They believe they have the ability to choose.
Hmm.
So when you're choosing, all the onus is on you. The onus is not on nobody else because you have to actually think about said persons in your life.
Hmm.
I've I've chosen two women in my life. Two women. No, three. Three. All right.
Hmm.
Three women. I've chosen three women in my life. One, I got married to, you know what I'm saying? Got a daughter, precious young lady, but it didn't end well. And the reason why I chose that one, because in actuality, I was technically with somebody, but I thought I was getting better. I thought I was getting better. You know what I'm saying? I seen this beautiful little thing at the gas station pump, and I was thinking to myself, that's better than what I already got. So I chose to go after that. The second one, after I left that one that I got better, you know what I'm saying? I once again thought I had something. I chose to pack me and my daughter up and move to Texas. And this third one, you know what I'm saying? After the one that got me to Texas and you know and later videos, you know what I'm saying, later you know what I'm saying, episodes, I'm gonna break this second one down to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because this second one was a doozy. But this, you know what I'm saying? So but after the second one, you know what I'm saying, she ran amok on me because I chose because I thought I was getting better once again, because I had something else, but I thought I was getting better. And the reason why I thought I was getting better because she was a cutie. You see what I'm saying? This third one, some told me to choose a little bit wiser on this third one. Because you fell for the big butt that smile poison. You know what I'm saying? And you chose that Arico Suave. Because you know how they be out there in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Them Latinos. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I let the outer pin because I thought I was getting better. But the third one, I had to make a correction. I had to make a correction. And that seems to be more logical with men. You know what I'm saying? We might go one or two times where the ability to choose, but at some point we gets it right. We get it
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's usually, you know when You
Because
reach a point when you reach a point in your life where um you are ready to settle down, and you have positioned yourself to be able to take on the responsibility of somebody else. Um I know we're getting ready to wrap up, but I want to say that yes, you're 100% right. Women have the ability to choose whatever men that they want. Um, but as the saying all the old saying goes, all money ain't good money. And Chris Brown got a song out there that says the grass ain't greener on the other side.
outside.
Sometimes you can leave a relationship prematurely,
Mm-hmm.
and so when I got divorced, or when my ex divorced me, there was a
Yeah.
stage I was at in my life. I was on this stage where I was in therapy trying to do better, blah blah blah. And you know she felt like whatever the damage had been done, which she had the right to feel that way. Do I like the way that she went about it? Absolutely not, because I think we could have, there was room for us to work through our issues, right?
Yeah.
And to even in the divorce, be adults about it and handle things in a respectful manner. It didn't go that way. um but I was starting to upward trend because I had discovered that I had a lot of trauma that I hadn't dealt with. um and so I was in therapy when I got the surprise divorce papers. It's like surprise as soon as I got off the plane coming back from overseas. Um, but where I was at that point in my life and where I am at now, two totally different ones.
Yeah.
And it's been a progression over the years. Have I always gotten it right? No. Um, do I get it all? Do I get it right now, even in my marriage of 6 years? No. I'm
Oh,
in my studies of relationships. I've still learned things that I need to be doing better. I need to be, yes, I'm emotional, I have emotional intelligence, but I could always be better.
yeah.
And so if if let's say hypothetically, if, well, knock on wood, if my wife were to one day pick up and just decide that she wants to leave because she sees an opportunity somewhere else, which she doesn't have that kind of personality, but I know in the back of my mind that it is a potential because of the hypergamous nature of a woman. Um, then she could chase the greener grass on the other side and potentially miss out on a blessing.
And that right there is typically how a so-called good man feels.